Hi, this is Cecilia with Reading 94, and today we're going to talk about implied main ideas. I have seen some of your questions, and I think that some of you are confused about the difference between implied main ideas and stated main ideas. So when you imply something, it means that you're trying to say something without actually saying it. So if you're trying to get out of doing something and you're just giving somebody a bunch of excuses without actually saying I don't want to do it, you're implying. Or you're trying to give somebody a message or give them information without actually saying what you're trying to say. So that's implying something. Um, if if so An implied main idea means that you are saying something without actually saying it. So let's talk about this. An implied main idea is basically it's a collection of supporting details without a main idea. So the information that is the main idea is just simply not there. So it's implied. So let's take a look at this. In chapters 2 and 3, you learn two basic parts of anything you read, a main idea and the supporting details that explain and develop that idea. As you have seen, the main idea may clearly be stated in one sentence of a selection. So when you have a stated main idea, it is stated either at the beginning, the middle, or the end of the paragraph, and you have the collection of supporting details right along with it. So everything is right there for you. But when you have an implied main idea, it's only implied. It's not stated. It's only suggested by the supporting details. You have to guess at what the writer is trying to get through to the reader as the implied main idea. So the reader must figure out what the implied main idea is and by considering what the supporting details are. So I'm sure you saw this cartoon. Kenny hasn't spoken to me in 2 months. He won't return my calls, and he's been seeing one of my friends. Do you think I should break up with him? Well, the implied main idea here that's not in the cartoon is that Kenny has broken up with her and she doesn't realize it. So an implied main idea in paragraph. Sometimes a selection lacks a sentence that directly states the main idea. In such cases, the author has simply decided to let the details of the selection suggest the main idea. You must figure out what the implied idea is by deciding upon the point all the details support. So that collection of supporting details, you add them all up and figure out what does it equal. If you had to write a main idea to go with those supporting details, to sum up all of those supporting details, that's your implied main idea. So that implied main idea is not in the paragraph or the text. It's just implied by the supporting details. And the way that's different than a stated main idea is that a stated main idea has the main idea in it. So you still have to ask yourself the same question, the same three questions. Who or what is this paragraph about? What is the main point the author's trying to make about this topic? And when we think we know what the main point is, we can test it by saying, does all or most of the material in this paragraph support this idea? So implied main ideas and stated main ideas are only similar in the fact that they fill the same role. Okay, but they're very different in the fact that a stated main idea is written by the author and it is placed in the paragraph. An implied main idea does not exist and it is not written by an author. It's not in the paragraph. An implied main idea is something that you come up with based on your thoughts and what you think based on the supporting details that you have found in the text. So if you work through all these exercises and then look here at the end, so in this chapter, you'll find that at times authors imply or suggest a main idea without stating it clearly in one sentence. In such cases, you must figure out that main ideas are considered, what the main idea is, considering the supporting details. To find implied central points in longer reading selections, you must again look closely at the supporting material. So just like we've already talked about, you look at the supporting details and you determine what that main idea will be. Again, it's not written by the author, it's not in the material, you come up with it. That's in contrast to a stated main idea, which is part of the material and it is written by the author. So hopefully this helps. Let me know if you have questions. Thank you.